let's talk about, and I thank you that he corrected me, Jeff Senour from Phoenix, Arizona.
Hey, how's everybody doing out there?
Oh, I think we're having a great night, and I know
Yeah,
this is just
some
going to be.
great music. He sounded great.
That was a good voice. He's got a
Hmm.
good voice, and it's good to have the training, but training's one thing, but you got to have the gifting from God, and he definitely had that. That was just beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my question to you: fixed wing or helo? What? Why can't you make up your mind?
I know. You can't hold me down. I started helos after I had about a few thousand hours of fixed wing, but I like them both. I they both have a different perspective, and helicopters you're kind of close to the ground, pretty intimate with the ground. We do Sedona tours, and where the jet you're at 41,000 feet, and so that's a different look as well. And so I like both. I never tire of it, that's for sure.
So just to warn you, my dad was a full bird colonel,
Nice.
and in a MAC wing back when such things existed, and he did dead reckoning night bombing missions in North Korea. So
Wow.
just to let you know, I know a thing or two about flying, not much, but
Yeah, it's changed a lot.
you know,
GPS didn't exist back then, so it's
there
pretty.
was
Those guys were
the,
heroes.
a flight computer. Any of you pilots know is like the plastic thing with the little circle in the middle. And he had a guy in a B-26, you actually had to lie down at the navigator's position. And he
Yeah.
was lying down with his little flight computer telling my dad what to do. And half the time he's saying, would you stop scraping the trees, John? But but anyways, okay, so my dad had 11,000 hours. How did you get 30,000 hours? That's crazy.
Well, I started a long time ago, and I'm older than I look, I guess. And I was a corporate pilot, movie film pilot in Hollywood, Screen Actors Guild. I fly a Learjet with a camera system on it for air-to-air photography, and I flew Channel 9 News in LA. And then I got hired at Southwest Airlines in 1993, and I was a 25-year captain there. Retired from there, and then went back into my roots, flying film and jets and helicopters. And so, it's, yeah, you do the math. 25 years alone at Southwest, you build up about 20,000 hours
Oh
right
wow.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well,
Still
well,
learning, though.
okay, now that I've got my little Jones taken care of, welcome to Red's Room.
Thank
This is
you.
a
Thanks for
music
having
show,
me.
not a pilot show, but you kind of caught the pilot's kid, so it's pretty funny.
Well, it's an honor.
So first of all, let's get started. What would you like to bring to us first?
Well, I might as well sing a song that is on the charts right now. This year, I got signed by Universal Music, MI5 Recordings, which is kind of a miracle in itself. And right now, so we launched Angels Watching Over Me, and earlier this year, and it's been 10 weeks on the charts. It's number 13 right now on the global rock charts. And we cross over Christian and mainstream, and I just kind of look at it that it's nothing short of a miracle that's God's work. And what's been cool is I've been able to even talk to the Universal people, because they're kind of going, wow, what's going on here? This is pretty amazing. I mean, we're up against Foo Fighters and Metallica and the top of the top, and I'm just honored. And we're little guys that came along and kind of rose up there. And so I just tell them it's God. He's the one doing the work, and putting favor for us. And my whole goal is to inspire others and get our message out there. And so it's a big honor, and we're excited about it. So it's called Angels Watching Over Me. The love is all around us. They never sleep at night. Love that has no boundaries making sure we're all right. They're next to you everywhere you are. They shelter you from the rain. When you call, they're not very far. You never once heard them complain. As I walk through this valley, I won't have any fear. Their love protects me. The guardian angels are here. They are angels watching over me. They are angels watching over me. As I walk through this valley, I won't have fear. Their love protects me. 'Cause the guardian angels are here. They are angels watching over me. 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 Thank you.
You know, it's so funny because you're in your 40s at least, I could gather. And I know I'm just being funny. Amy
I wish.
had a song called Angels Watching Over Me, and I was almost ready to just,
Really? I didn't know that.
it's so
Wow.
funny. And don't worry, because that song is so old and has nothing to do with what you just sang. But yeah, if you get a chance, look that up, because
That's amazing. Yeah.
but this is so good. I
Thank
am
you.
so thankful that you're in there hitting. And I'll tell you what, for the people that don't know the music industry, it's a black hole with black smoke and just darkness beyond darkness. It's amazing how horrible the music industry is. And to hear you, knocking on basically the gates of hell to have your music accepted and God giving you favor to do that. Hallelujah. That is so
Thanks.
cool.
Yeah, it's a miracle. There's no question. It's God doing His work, and we're hitting the secular world, which is, all it takes is we hit one heart. We did our mission. So
Hmm. That's so good. Now, is this CTS I just forgot. Oh, Call to Serve. Now,
Called to Serve. Yeah.
is that the band that is charting, or is it you, or what? I would think
Well,
like,
yeah, it's Jeff Senior is charting, but my band is Called to Serve. So some of
okay.
we've got 3 albums on iTunes and Spotify and all of that, and
Mhm.
so some of it's Jeff Senior and Called to Serve, Jeff Senior and CTS. It's over the years. It's been a while. We've been doing this a while, so yeah. But it's basically anything under Jeff Senior. It's my band is CTS. They're amazing guys too. So
So now all of you desert rats like me, I'm Vegas.
yeah,
So
yeah. We're in Phoenix, Mesa. I live in Mesa, Phoenix. You know, but Phoenix, Greater Phoenix area.
yeah.
Yeah,
And what is it? Was about 115 today. Ugh.
yeah. I think it's about a 112, something like
Yeah,
that.
we haven't quite hit the 110s yet, but we're
Right.
chasing them. So they're coming probably at the end of this week. But
Yeah.
anyways, that is so cool. I'm so glad to hear that. What would you like
Thank
to
you.
share next?
I wrote a song called One Life. This is going to be re-released with Universal here this summer. They're doing a music video on it. And it's really about, I like math, being the pilot in me. A lot of people don't look at the world. I think flying's brought a perspective to me that I probably am kind of weird the way I look at the world. But there's 86,400 seconds in every day. And the average lifespan is about 80 years, which is about 30,000 days if you break down the math. And none of us know how long or how short we get. You know, you've heard the poem about the two dates, the day we're born, the day we die, and the dash in the middle. And that dash in the middle is what counts, is what we do while we're here. None of us know how long or how short we get. A couple years ago, we played a concert on the USS Midway in San Diego for the oldest Pearl Harbor survivor. He was 105, Ray Chavez, and he lived obviously a full life. But that the fact that we don't know, only God knows. But it's what we do while we're here, and it's being grateful. It's having gratitude. It's having a servant's heart. It's making this world a difference, you know, leaving it a better place than we came into it. And whatever your gift is, whatever that is, that burning desire in you that God gave you, if you can use it for good, then I encourage people to do that. And so I wrote this song. It's called One Life. It's about every day is a gift. Every day is a blessing. Live it. Get up every day. Do your pre-flight. Don't put your life on autopilot. You know, take it off of autopilot and know where you're going. Know your destination. It's called One Life. Oh, oh, oh. Faded photographs etched on my mind, paint memories of this life. I true love on the day we met, the kids when they took their first step. It's easy to get lost in the crowd and let my feet leave this solid ground. I look around and realize I thank God that I'm alive. I've got one life that I've been given, one life that I've been living. One life puts a smile on your face. I've got one life that's been forgiven. One life can make a difference. All it takes is one life to make this world, make it a better place. Oh, oh, oh. They're like a daytime TV show, living like there's no tomorrow. Then one look into the mirror, and it all seems so much clearer. I've got one life that I've been given, one life that I've been living, one life puts a smile on your face. I've got one life that's been forgiven, one life can make a difference. All it takes is one life to make this world, make it a better place. Ease and happiness run down my cheek. So many times it feels like a dream. Fears and emptiness won't take away all those memories we're gonna make. Oh, 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 oh. I've got one life that I've been given, one life that I've been living, one life puts a smile on your face. I've got one life that's been forgiven, one life can make a difference. All it takes is one life to make this world, make it a better place. Oh, 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 oh. I've got one life. Oh, 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 oh. One life that I've been given, one life that I've been living. I've got one life. Thank you.
That was such a good song with such a good storyline. Oh, beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
I had a stroke about 3 years ago, and
Really? Wow.
I'll tell you what, when I wake up in the morning, I did. Oh, okay, God, thanks. I got another day. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Lord. I just try to make the best I can of it. But oh, that's beautiful. Now I'm gonna go back to my little flight thing, and
Okay.
I'm just gonna ask you a question. Were you flying the helo for the scene with Jamie Lee Curtis and the limousine in True Lies? Because it says you were in True Lies, so I just was curious to know what was going on there.
I was not flying the helicopter, but I was flying the camera jet, filming the Harrier blowing up the bridge. So from the audience, most people don't think about it. It's kind of subliminal, but that jet's going about 300 knots, and lining up on there were charges in the water. So the camera's perched over his shoulder. That was me. I'm flying formation just over his shoulder. I'm directing the shot, telling the truck when to get going, telling the jet to come right, come left, drop. So that it's a cool story, and I put it in my book. I have a book out right now, and James Cameron was the director, and he can be tough to work with, and the timing of that shot was so critical that if we were off slightly from the charges in the water, or if the truck was not lined up with the charges or the jet got there too soon, or there were so many things going on, I told him, I have to practice this to get the timing down. Otherwise, it's unusable footage. And he looked at me and he said, "You can practice as much as you want, but when you tell me you're ready, it better work." And and I said, "Yes, sir." And so we rehearsed it probably about 4 times to get the timing down, and like, oh, here we go. And I called the shot, and it all worked out, and I was very relieved. But that was one of the more tense moments of my flying career.
Wow. That's amazing. Was it a West Cam or what were you shooting with?
Back then we shot in 35 millimeter Airflex.
I'm sorry, were you using a West Cam, the gyro, the
No. So the Learjet I fly has a periscope through the belly and the roof, and it rotates 360 degrees. It's got a tilting prism in it, so we can tilt almost straight down. So all that sticks out of the plane is a turret, and then the operator in the back operates the pan and tilt. I'm the dolly, so I position
Yeah.
my air. It's I call it a 300 mile an hour dolly. So, and if you look up IMDb, Jeff Senior, I've got all my movie credits in there as well. So,
Amazing. I have a friend who's also a Christian. His name's Dell. I can't remember his last name, but he was
uh,
in the fraternity. He was probably more like 70s and 80s,
yeah,
flying, and he was mostly fixed wing.
okay,
But I think he got his lighter than air. I think he did something with the Goodyear blimp. I don't remember.
yeah,
This guy was kind of nuts like you, and just, hey, let me fly it. I'll do it.
yeah. It's almost like music. The aerial photography, the flying it comes second nature, but the creativity of film I love. It's like writing music. It is the lighting, so I'm not a photographer, but you have to know a lot to talk with. I mean, these guys are world class videographers in the back and filmmakers, and so there's nothing bigger of a rush than pulling up in formation next to an airline or the Blue Angels. I filmed them several times over my career,
Uh,
so I've been very, very blessed to do all that.
that's so fun. Well, what would you like to sing for us next?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see. I off our older album, uh, I wrote a song, and it kind of had to do with me. I mean, I guess ourselves inspire our music and the experiences we've had, and over my Christian walk, there's been times in my life I've fallen short. I've gone down wrong roads. I've made bad turns, made mistakes, and in fact, there's been a couple times I got saved in high school actually, but there's been times over my life I wasn't as close as I'm not proud of the fact maybe wasn't as close to God as I would have liked to have been. And what's amazing about God is when you go down some of those roads that aren't very good and you're not proud of, and you come back and you go, I don't deserve it, but you turn around and you go, God, here, I need you. I need you, and I'm sorry. And he goes, here I am, waiting for you. I've been waiting for you all along. And his grace and his forgiveness is just beyond what any of us can imagine. So I wrote this song. It's called Here I Am. It's all about all that. So down a lonely road, searching for the truth. Every turn leads me to you. Out of darkness shines your guiding light, helping me make it through the night. You've been here, waiting patiently, whispering these words to me. Here I am, I'm waiting for you. Here I am, what I say is true. Here I am, with open arms I wait. Here I am, here I am, on an island, sea of despair. There's a gentle breeze filling the air. I will cross these waters like a fearless king. Underneath the shadows of your wings, you've been here, waiting patiently, whispering these words to me. Here I am, I'm waiting for you. Here I am, what I say is true. Here I am, open arms I wait. Here I am. Here I am, I'm waiting for you. Here I am, what I say is true. Here I am, I'm waiting for you. Here I am, what I say is true. Here I am, with open arms I wait. Here I am. Here I am. Thank you.
Jeff, this is so good. We have time for one more song. Would you go ahead and this is with the last one?
Yeah,
And we'll wrap up. I'll help everybody figure out where you are and how to find you. But
okay. Yeah, I appreciate the time, and I want to thank everybody and the artists that are here and the audience for allowing me the honor of being here. I really appreciate the time, and you guys are awesome. And this is a song I wrote. I believe in miracles. God performs miracles. Those things that we can't explain, that we just go, wow. You know, that's just beyond what I can fathom in my imagination, and God does perform miracles. You know, you survived a stroke as an example. That's pretty miraculous, and thank God, you know, he just wasn't done with you yet here on earth.
Amen.
So this is called Miracles. There are things that happen that we can't explain, like fire on the water, burning in the rain. They are miracles. All those miracles. Stars up in heaven, first baby's breath. Make no mistake, it's no accident. They are miracles. All those miracles, handed out with care. If you want to share, you make dreams come true. They are miracles. Miracles come true. They are the tools used to construct sculptures of grace, molded in a touch. They are miracles. All those miracles, handed out with care. If you want to share, you make dreams come true. They are miracles. Miracles come true. Hand it out with care. If you want to share, you make dreams come true. They are miracles. Miracles come true. Miracles come true. Miracles come true. Thank you.
You know, I love those songs that you can pretty much play most of it with just two strings. And
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that was so cool. That was such a beautiful, and it's funny because Daniel before you had a
He had
couple
a
of
good style. Yeah.
yeah,
He did.
and it's like, well, you got six strings, and I know that there's
Mhm.
guys who can tap and get 11 or 12 notes out at the same time, but just the simplicity of that song, the power, hmm,
Thanks.
so good. So,
Yeah. You know, music's amazing. Sometimes less is more. You talk like the band with that, you know, hey, we don't have to be at 100 miles an hour all the time, you know. You can kind of sit some stuff out. Then we go to 100 miles an hour. Then we bring it down. But that's the
that
emotion of it, you know.
I was just that was song was such a blessing. Now
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna put a couple of things up on Facebook.
Okay.
First of all, the last thing I posted was your book, which
Okay.
I mean I'm
Thank you.
gonna be buying that very soon because I like you know my dad flew, so I have a lot of stuff like that. But the
Yeah.
other thing is your music. I put CTS website up and I put your
Thank you.
Facebook and people support this guy. Hey, forget this 13th on the chart. Let's get him up to 3. Let's just support the heck out of him, share with your friends, get this guy up there. And it's not him. He's not doing it. Look at him. I mean, you know, he's not a bad looking guy, but you know, that's not what he wants in life. He wants Jesus to shine through him. And at that point, you're like the Paul Newman, you're like the Fred Astaire. You're the awesome person, not because of yourself, but because Jesus is shining through. That's what we want.
Well, I tell people it's not about me. It's about what God is doing through me, and it takes an army. So the people, the fans, if we didn't have people that wanted to listen, what good is it? And so I just pray that we can all get it out there and touch lives out there. If we can, you know, there's a lot of division out there. There's a lot of stuff going on in this world. The devil's alive and well. And so if we can put a word out there and plant a seed and light a light in somebody, we did our job. But it takes all of us together. It really does.
It really does. And we're here helping out one concert at a time.
Yep, you are.
Thank you so much Mr. Jeff Senior, thank you so much for braving the heat wave in Phoenix to join us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.